Hello students, in today's video of subject quality engineering unit number 2 quality engineering and management tool techniques and standard lecture number 4 we will see regarding the topics which we have seen in our previous lecture, that is 7 new quality tools part 2. Now in this video we will see the affinity diagram, relation diagram, tree diagram and matrix diagram in detail. What are the different 7 new quality tools? In part 2 we will see the 4 different diagrams, and in part 3 we will see other 3 diagrams remaining of the 7 new quality tools in the next video. So now, what is the affinity diagram? Affinity diagram is also called as KJ diagram. You can say it is also termed as KJ diagram. The affinity diagram organizes a large number of ideas into their mutual relationship. This method taps a team's creative and intuition. So the main object of this affinity diagram is to organize a large number of ideas into their mutual relationship. Now, it was created in 1960 by a Japanese anthropologist, Zero Kawakita. That's why it is known as KJ diagram. It is used for pinpointing the problem in a chaotic situation and generating solution strategies. So this chart is used to get the solution from the chaotic situations. Now, what are the advantages of this so the 3 advantages of this are: it gathers large amount of intertwined verbal data, that is idea, opinion and issues. It organizes the data into group based on natural relationship and makes it feasible for further analysis and to find a solution to the problem. So these are the advantages of this. Further, you can say it facilitate breakthrough thinking and stimulate fresh idea. It permits the problem to be pinned down accurately. It accurately finds the problem and it pinpoint it out. Ensures everyone clearly recognize the problem. Affinity diagram, it clearly recognize means everyone problem is recognized by everyone very clearly. Incorporates opinion of entire group. It incorporates that if opinion is given by all the group, it will incorporate it into it. Fosters team spirit. It builds a team spirit. It raises everyone's level of awareness. So affinity diagram also increase the awareness level of all the workers or employees or those who are associated. Spurs to the group into action. It initiates the action, and that too in a group. Now, how to construct an affinity diagram? So constructing an affinity diagram, you have to keep in mind following points. So the first point is select a topic. Second, collect verbal data by brainstorming. So by considering any particular topic, you can then go for the collection of verbal data by brainstorming. Then discuss info collected until everyone understands it thoroughly. So whatever the information has been collected, it should be discussed thoroughly. Write each item on a separate data card. So whatever the items you are taking into the description or discussion, write it on the separate sheet. Spread out all cards on the table. So whatever the points you have pinpointed out, spread it on the table. Move data card into groups of similar themes, natural affinity for each other. Combine the statements on data card to new affinity statement and make a new card with affinity statement. Then continue to combine unless less than 5 group. So by collecting this, if you see the point number 5, 6, 7, 8, it is by collecting the data card, group it into some groups, and after making it group, make a new affinity statement and continue to combine until less than 5 group are remaining. So lay the groups out, keeping the affinity cluster together and complete the diagram. So by clustering all 5 points, 5 groups into different category, it forms a chart or a diagram that is a type of you can say affinity diagram. Now here you can group out the particular production technology production, you can group out the technology used for the manufacturing, or you can group out the material used for the manufacturing of particular component. Now the affinity statement means any kind of statement or the production you are going to take into the consideration. So under the topic you can see here 1, 2, 3 and 4 different statements are there. For example, manufacturing of a robotic arm, so the material, the process, the electronic part, and you can say the execution, so or the quality. Now after that, whatever the team wise whatever you have decided, group it into 4 different or 5 different points, and you will synchronize or collectively get the data. So this is how the affinity diagram, it is the main in simple way if we say it, group it form the group of the thoughts, and finally that group of the thoughts gets executed. So this is one of the best new 7 the quality tool which is used nowadays in the industry. The second is relation diagram. The relation diagram shows cause and effect relationship. The name itself says that it shows the relations between the cause and the effect. Just as importantly, the process of creating a relation diagram helps a group analysis the natural link between different aspects of complex situation. Now it helps for finding solution strategy by clarifying the relationship with complex interrelated causes. So we can say that relation diagram helps in finding the cause and the effect of a particular thing with the help of relation. It resolves tangled issues by unraveling logical connections. It allows for multidirectional thinking rather than linear. So in this relation diagram, for a particular effect or particular cause, you have to think, you start thinking in multiple directions. Now what are the advantage of relation diagram? So first, it is useful at planning stage for obtaining perspective in overall situation. It means relation diagram helps in obtaining the perspective situation, and it is useful for planning stage. Second is facilitate consensus among the team. It facilitate kind of bonding among the team. Third is assist to develop and change people's thinking. It as people start thinking in different directions, it assists to develop and change the thinking of the people. Enables priority to be identified accurately. So I think this is the common point between affinity diagram and relation diagram. It enables priorities to be identified accurately and make the problem recognizable by clarifying the relationship among causes. Now, how to construct a relation diagram? The first, express the problem in form of why isn't something happening. कोई चीज़ क्यों नहीं हो रही है. Each member list 5 cause affecting problem. So the members will find, or they will list 5 cause of a particular thing which is happening, or write each item on a card. Discuss info collected until everyone understands it thoroughly. Whatever the information has been written, collect it and understand it very thoroughly. Once you understand, move the card into similar group. And after moving into similar group, asking why, explore the cause effect relationship and divide the cards into primary, secondary and tertiary causes. So if we are able to, after thinking or after identifying 5 different causes, we have to categorize into 3 different you can say problems, or 3 different categories: primary, secondary and tertiary cause of the effect. Connect all cards by this relationship. Further discuss until all possible causes have been identified, and review whole diagram looking for relationship among causes. So this is how the relationship diagram develops, and connect all the related groups. Next, complete the diagram. So here this is an example of the relationship diagram. Here you can see high turnover. Now for high turnover, what are the possible causes and relationship if we see? So poor job satisfaction, low future prospect, lure of competition, unsatisfied worker environment or work environment, dissatisfaction, compensation. So when there is a low future prospect, it will affect the high turnover and it will affect the lure of the compensation. Dissatisfaction, compensation will affect the lure, compensation and high turnover. Unsatisfaction will. So ultimately, if you see, all these causes are interrelated with each other. Once you categorize this, this is an example of how we can develop a relation diagram. So this is one of the example how we develop the relation diagram, and with the help of this we can identify the quality tools. The third one is tree diagram. The tree diagram is used for systematically pursuing the best strategies for attaining an objective. Suppose an industry has made one objective. So if we are strategically going to perform or obtain that objective, then the tree diagram will play an important role for achieving that. It develops succession of strategies for achieving objectives. It reveals method to achieve the results. So in order to get the results, it will reveal or recheck the methods which affect the results. The tree diagram starts with one item that branches into two or more, each of which branch into two or more, and so on. It looks like a tree with trunk and multiple branches. It is how that in an organization, one manager, CEO, the manager, deputy managers, then the senior supervisors, then the junior supervisors and the workers. So this is how the branches are being formed. It is used to break down broad categories into finer and finer level of the detail. The main role of this tree diagram is to divide entire organization into very finer and finer level, so that a person who is looking after is will be more comfortable to focus on a particular area in order to get the best result. Developing the tree diagram helps more thinking step by step from generalities to specific. Now, what are the advantages of the tree diagram? First, systematic and logical approach is less likely that items are omitted. In this, there is very less chance of any omitting of the any you can say any item which is responsible for the quality check. Second, facilitates agreement among the team. And third, are extremely convincing with strategies. So these are the 3 quality check tools or advantage of the tree diagram, which helps to improve the quality. Now, how to construct a tree diagram? So first of all, write relations diagram topic that is objective card. What is the objective? Suppose our objective is to develop or to generate the quality product, or our objective is to increase the sale, or our objective is to market our product. So write relation diagram topic, identify constraint on how objective can be achieved. So what are the constraint, limitations or restrictions and the ways to achieve the objective. Discuss means of achieving objective, primary means, first level strategy. So discuss that how we can achieve the objective at the primary level and first level. Take each primary means, write objective for achieving it at the secondary means. It means once you decide that this is our objective, then uh, branch it into the primary means and the first level, and after that, if first level is decided, branch it into the secondary means, or you can say write objective for achieving it. Continue to expand to the fourth level. So similarly, how the means from a one branch, two or three branches, from that particular two or three more, two three branches. So the similar way you expand it. Review each system of means in both direction, from objective to means and means to objective. It means from initial to final and final to initial. Add more cards if needed. Connect all levels and complete the diagram. So this is, you can see here that how the, you can say the tree diagram is working. The satisfied customer, how we can satisfy the customer. So there are the three primary objective: good food, good service and pleasant surrounding. Now how to organize the good food? So for that, the secondary stage is quality ingredients, good recipe. The second is good service, so prompt attention and professional waiters. And third is pleasant surrounding, happy atmosphere, good table presentation and pleasing decor. So if we achieve all these things, then the customer satisfied. So this is our objective, that satisfying of the customer. So with this example, I hope it is clear to you all that how the tree diagram works. The fourth is matrix diagram. It helps for clarifying problems by thinking multidimensionally. The matrix diagram shows the relationship between two, three, or four group of information. Now here it helps for clarifying the problems by thinking multidimensionally. So in matrix diagram, the person or the owner or the responsible person has to think in a multidimensional direction. He has to think. The matrix diagram shows the relationship between two, three or four group of information. So here it shows the relation between two, three or more group of relationship. It also can give information about the relationship, such as its strength, the roles played by various individuals, or measurement. Six differently shaped matrix are possible, that is L, T, Y, X, C, and roof shaped, depending on how many group must be compared. So these are the names of the group that are formed here, that is six different shape of matrix you can use here, that is L matrix, T matrix, Y matrix, X matrix, and you can say C matrix, and the roof shape also. Now let us see what are the advantages of the particular thing, matrix diagram. So here it enables data on idea based on extensive experience. So it says it enables the data on ideas based on the uh, expensive experience. Now, what is this experience? Expensive experience. Sorry, expensive experience means the persons, those who are there looking after this quality, they are the experienced person, and based on that, they enables the data and elaborate the ideas. Second, clarifies relationship among different elements. It makes overall structure of problems immediately obvious. So whatever the overall structure of problem, it will be very formed. Combined from 2 to 4 types of diagram, location of problem is clearer. So when you combine 2 or 3, 4 to L, T, Y, X, C type of diagrams, 2 to 4 type of diagrams, when you combine, here you will get the problem or so the location of the problem very clearly. 5 types: L shape, T shape, Y shape, X shape and C shape diagram. Now how to construct this matrix diagram? Write final level means from tree diagram forming vertical axis. So it is from reverse of the tree diagram, that is from final to mean level. Write in evaluation categories: efficacy, practicability and rank. Efficacy means the their efficiency or effectiveness. Practicability, how physically it is possible, and cadre wise, ranking wise on the horizontal axis. Examine final level means to identify whom we implement them. Write names along the horizontal axis and label group of columns as responsibilities. Label right hand of horizontal axis as remarks. So on the column you have to mention it as responsibilities, and on the right hand of the horizontal axis as remarks. Examine each cell and insert the appropriate symbol. Now here you can see this is the chart. It is there. These are the quality tools. The blue dots shows strong relationship. Circle, empty circle, simply circle shows the moderate relationship, and triangle shows the weak relationship, and blank shows the no relationship. Now here these are the functions. The first one is quality assurance, marketing, production, design, development, supplier development, finance, engineering, maintenance and services. And on the right side you can say SPC, regeneration, survey, project management, MSA, DOE, supplement plants and reliability. So these are the parameters of the quality tool. Now according to this, by understanding the relationship, place those that for regression or survey, means survey is related to the marketing, so it is strongly associated. Project management is also related with the marketing. So when x axis and y axis, which is main responsible or strong relationship, moderate relationship and weak relationship and no relationship, then after looking that you will come to know that a chart is generated, that is LTYXC root shape type. Now from this you can identify which relation is very important for a particular activity. So this is how the matrix diagram works. So thank you very much for watching this video. I request you all to subscribe our channel SSIT Gandhinagar. Thank you very much.